Welcome to another edition of the Almost Saturday Podcast. As always, I am your host, Brad Colbert, or better known in the gaming circles as Texas Tangler. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Take a seat. We're ready to talk to you all night long, or at least for an hour. If you're joining us, however you may be joining us, we have a wide array of platforms we're on now, and they're still growing. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to our iTunes and leave us a review. We've had a few people do that so far, and we have a rating now, so it's actually kind of helping us on iTunes. It gets the word out there, so please do so. You can stream our episodes on Google Play Music. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've started adding our episodes to YouTube now, so that's one of the additional platforms we're on. If you like listening to podcasts on YouTube, we're on there now. Got any questions, comments? Hey, if you want to contribute to the topic box, you can shoot us an email at almosthalfway1@gmail.com, or go to our Facebook, leave us a comment, shoot us a message on Facebook, however you want to do it. Give us one of those topic box inputs. We've already had one fan. He's given us a plethora of topic box comments. So if you want to see everything that I've just laid out for you, there's a hub for that. And that's thealmostsaturdaypodcast.com. It's got everything almost Saturday. Speaking of almost everything.
Get the wind blues.
This man has almost every title imaginable. And that list, he just keeps growing. He is the man that killed Spree. Mr. Halfway to the Halfway. He stole the guns straight off the battleship. Ladies and gentlemen, the gun show. It's not in town this weekend, but this man, he has plenty of tickets. Please welcome at this time, joining me to my left, the captain himself, Chris, Mark After Dark. Pool.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. It's going to be a fun night. We've got a lot lined up for you in terms of video games that I don't play, but we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a good time, and thanks for tuning in and getting your tickets to the gunship.
Grab them while they're hot, because they won't always be hot. Sometimes they cool down.
Yeah, you never know.
Some of you know this man as Johnson, and he is Traffic Cop of the year 2005. He is a card-holding member of the cleanup crew and official toilet flusher of the International Space Station. Joining me to my right, he is none other than the Biz, Justin Bailey.
Yeah, let's do this.
You were paused, bro.
Pause.
He forgot to unpause you at first. That's why there's a big pause there.
Yeah. He didn't. He didn't pause. He unpaused me.
Let's call out some faux pas.
Gosh.
God.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be a good show. Got a lot of Gamescom stuff going on.
Do you?
I do, man. I have the rundown.
You got the runs?
Rundown. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought that in, because I didn't get a chance to even look at that.
You suck.
You told me about some Destiny stuff. That was pretty interesting.
Man, let me tell you.
And I tell you what I bring to the table tonight.
What do you bring to the table?
What I always bring to the table, sir.
Football?
Football.
Oh, man.
Straight up to this table.
What would we do
without
for
me?
that segment?
What would we do without me? I don't know. What would we do without Chris?
Huh?
Exactly.
What?
So anything new with you this week, Chris? What'd you do this week? Did you
this
have
week?
fun?
I went to Orlando.
You went to Disney World?
Any escapades and house cleaning?
And what?
House cleaning?
House cleaning. Oh, you talking about last week?
Yeah,
any-
your accident. The accident.
Oh,
Any sequels?
Man, that was I had a sequel on Saturday.
Oh. Are you serious?
Yeah, the dog did it again.
Wow.
We went out to a car show. That car show that I tried to get you to go to that you wouldn't go to.
Yeah, I heard about it.
The dog decided to do it again
Ouch.
and again.
What you been feeding him?
I don't know. It was like
he-
a solid
Hey,
3 or 4 days, and
what
he
about
walked
this?
all through it, and then he ate the sofa.
You think?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Hey, you
Oh
think
my
he's
God.
getting into your peppers out back?
that's what I thought, but I haven't noticed any of them missing because I look at them every single day, and I know which ones because you can tell when they're turning ripe.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's getting into them because there's not really any missing. I mean, unless he's eating the unripe ones, which I guess would have the very same effect on him. But I haven't really noticed any of them missing like that, though. Who knows?
Man.
But he's been good for the past few days, and knock on wood. Is there any wood?
Sure.
Is there
you
any
go.
wood?
Okay.
You got it right there.
But yeah, it's been a tough day. But I was in the airport. I was coming back from Orlando, and Orlando International Airport. It's a big airport. A lot of airplanes fly into that airport.
It is nowhere near as bad as Atlanta.
I will agree with you on that.
Atlanta is the worst.
Atlanta is the worst. I always get stuck in Atlanta, but Orlando is a close second because you've got tourists from all over the entire world flying into there.
Right.
You know, from everywhere.
Yeah. Mostly. Asian.
Everywhere because, well, not mostly Asian. I mean, it's just literally everywhere.
Well, in Disney, like if you go to Disney World, it's a lot of Asian people. Like it's
I mean,
depends on when you-
there
when you
were
go.
there were a lot of everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
Middle
I mean,
Eastern.
I don't doubt
like
it.
Middle Eastern, European. I mean, it's like it's not like you notice more than. I mean, it's like a mixture of everybody, and it's just insane.
Yeah.
Like literally insane. And it was about 7:00 in the morning. I'm sitting there, all right, and there was like a Burger King stand. It was the only thing open, and I'm like, crap, I'm really hungry. So I go and I get myself a sandwich, croissant sandwich, something like that. I'm
Side note.
sitting there.
Hold that thought. Side note. Did you know that Burger King sells Whopper burritos now?
What? They didn't. They did not in the Orlando airport. If they did, I would have gotten that.
Whopper burritos.
It's Whopperito.
Oh my god.
Burrito. I like that. That sounds tasty.
Okay,
I
continue.
mean, do you just like cut up do they cut up like a patty and just put it in a burrito?
It's basically all the ingredients of a Whopper
Just in a tortilla.
put in a tortilla. So
Wow.
it really confuses you on if you went to Burger King or Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's true.
Huh. I don't know. I've been eating more Taco Bell than I have. I've been eating more Taco Bell lately than I have in previous.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Because they just built one down the road. They're in front of Publix.
Okay, continue. I just
Anyways,
want to throw that in.
you got me off target there, man. You got me off topic.
Stay on target.
So I'm sitting in the airport. I'm eating this crisp sandwich, and I'm like, just
Minding
waiting
your own
on
business.
minding my own business, waiting. I got another 40 minutes before they actually leave. They're starting to board in like 5 minutes, but
Yeah, right.
whatever. And I guess there was some, I don't know if it was some Southeast Asian aircraft leaving, and the names are hard to pronounce,
Right.
And it comes over and. For like 20 minutes straight, because it must have been like a 747 when you got like 500 people on there, Like one of those international planes, they're like trying to get everybody there so they can fill every seat, And so for like 20 minutes, they're calling people over the intercom, and it's all like Southeast Asian names.
Trying to get people on at the last minute. So
And some troll, it had to have been a troll. Somebody went over to an intercom, a random intercom, because they were like, oh my God, this is driving me nuts. It wasn't really driving me nuts, but it was like overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like, okay, come on.
Oh, come on, people, just get to your plane,
Yeah.
Or watch the screen or something for your name.
Right.
Well, the first one that came on was like 4 names that all ended in O.
Yeah.
And it was like mofo, go, or bo, or I was like, that had to have been like somebody like trolling, And I was like, ha ha ha. Everybody like in the Burger King area was like looking at you like, what?
It's passengers Woe, Foo, Boo, and Gru.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And
Are you reading his text?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 4 names though, and you're like, I mean, that could happen, I guess. I hate laughing at it, because people's names you don't want to like,
Right.
make
It's just unfortunate.
just unfortunate they all had to be missing at the same time.
Yeah.
But everybody in Burger King was like, well, okay, did the same thing I did. Like, and then about 30 seconds later, there was an announcement that was like, it was, can Mr. Hu Fang Poo please come to Gate 92? And I was like, somebody's trolling it now. I mean, it was just like, and then everybody like looked up and just started busting out laughing in the entire airport. I was like, how do you even get access? Do you know like what to dial to like
To hit the intercom?
hit the intercom?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
at
sure
an international airport. That was like, that's pretty clever if
Yeah.
you did do that. I mean, it was impressive.
Almost like paging Mr. Hunt.
Yeah. That's what, when he said, guess what happened in the airport, I was like, or you crazy intercom,
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, if it were
see
that,
more
it'd be
butts?
funny too.
I mean,
Yeah, that's too obvious though. But I was like,
yeah, I know.
But it was. I mean, I don't like making fun of people's names, but it was just
Some people
like
just
it
have
kind of
unfortunate
flowed
names.
with like very similar sounding names.
Right. It's like, is that one person or, yeah.
I mean, but Hu Fang Poo, I was like, that's
Yeah,
terrible,
come
dude.
on.
But everybody laughed, and I was like, oh my god, everybody. I mean, it was just like such an obvious like. It was kind of funny because it wasn't like if they would have just said like Hu Fang Poo,
Yeah.
it'd have been like ha 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 ha. But the fact that they got like they progressively
A
started
string
getting
of
up to
Asian names.
Yeah.
to getting up to that was just like wow. How can somebody like not? How can somebody like put that? That was some major trolling.
Yeah.
It's kind of impressive. But
So
Yeah.
guess what, guys?
What are
we doing
I'm not prepared.
already?
Quiz. It's time for a biz quiz.
You like playing it in the beginning, so
Well, let's do it.
I was playing in the beginning.
the mood all changed.
All right. Excuse me for, let me, blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's see. We've got the categories over here somewhere, and we're gonna pull those up right now. And
So who won it last week?
You did,
it
sir.
is 3-2 right now.
I actually won it last week.
Brad's got 3. You have 2.
Okay, so that means
You have
who,
2.
who gets to pick it this week?
I personally believe
Exactly. I think Brad does this week.
No,
Yeah.
Give me space.
United
space.
States.
I love space. Thank you for picking my favorite topic, sir.
Uh-oh. Jovian relates to which planet in our solar system? Waste of paper.
I will use it again.
Okay. Cut it.
That's long enough, bro.
Okay. So, Jovian relates to which planet in the solar system? It is Jupiter. You both got Jupiter.
That was too easy.
It maybe. Maybe it was Saturn.
So it's a moon, right?
No, Jovian system is like Jupiter and all its moons. It's Jovian. Jovian. Play the music. Exactly.
Yeah, that was just a guess, honestly. Jupiter.
Yeah, that's probably a good guess.
Okay, what are the
They're up on the screen, man.
let's go with geography.
Geography.
For 600, please.
For geography, the question is, what is the world's largest active volcano? Play the music.
I don't know how to spell this at all.
Pompeii.
So that's horrible. You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You think so?
Okay. We are... Brad, you picked Mount Vesuvius.
Yes.
Where is that again?
I can't remember.
Where is that?
I don't know.
Okay. Chris, you picked Mauna Loa. You're correct, sir.
Yes.
You only knew that because you lived in Hawaii.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Or else I would not have known that.
Yeah. And when I saw the answer, I was like, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
How could you not know that?
Why would I know that?
How could you not know that, Brad?
St. Helens was going to be my second guess.
Yeah.
Mauna Loa?
I never even heard of that
big
volcano.
St. Helens is probably
Well,
dormant.
Isn't that the Hawaiian Islands like that?
Well, yeah, I was getting ready to say. Turn it down, please. The actual volcano is taller than Mount Everest.
It's just underwater.
It's just
right,
like 20,000 feet of it's
Gotcha,
underwater or
gotcha.
something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's the largest one in the world,
Interesting.
and it's still erupting to this day.
Yeah.
It's been erupting since 19
If St.
or
Helens-
18
So
something.
is it erupting now?
It is currently
Because it's
what's the
forming-
definition of erupting?
It's still
It
forming
is.
Hawaii.
like it is still like there's lava flowing out of it right now.
Hawaii
It's
is
been
growing.
flowing out of it for the past. Yeah,
So you can go up there and, I mean, you can't get
You
close.
can get close to it, yeah. It's Mauna Loa State Park or something like that. There's like a state park up there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to go on a run through it where you can run through the lava flows. Kind of like run next to them, not really through it.
Yeah. Do they have like fences up and stuff, or
But it's
it's like
safely
barricaded off,
yeah.
sort of?
But yeah, I mean, it's what it does is it like erupts and it just goes under the ocean and like.
Okay, so
Creates
it's
a
creating
landmass.
more land.
I'm pretty sure
Interesting.
I think St. Helens is inactive, but if it was active,
It would probably be
it would be
it.
the biggest because the whole like Yellowstone. Is
Well,
like,
it blew its top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yellowstone is different than St. Helens.
St.
I
Helens
thought-
is in Alaska, isn't it?
No,
St. Helens
is in Washington.
Washington. That's right.
but
it's-
it's part of the Yellowstone.
No, it's not.
Yellowstone's in California.
Mount
It's
Mount
part of
St.
that
Helens is
whole-
in western Washington. Am I correct?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
but it's part of that
And-
whole
Chain.
chain.
It might be in the similar chain, but it's still about 500 or 600 miles down the road.
like there's a super volcano.
Under
On that
Yellowstone.
side of-
under
Under
Yellowstone,
Yellowstone.
there is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure that's all part of the
and
same
when that
thing.
blows up, the whole world's over.
Yeah, because all the ash that'll go.
Probably. I don't
Into
know.
the
That's
air.
what you always watch these Discovery channels. They're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
is this going to happen any time? Kind of like
Any
the
day now.
fault that's in like Arkansas or something that's going to like blow up and like split the United States up.
Yeah, right.
Like, okay.
Or San Andreas, whatever.
Or Alaska's going to break off and go hang with Hawaii or something like that.
Yeah.
What are we doing now?
Don't play coy. You know what this is.
Don't play coy.
Well, are we really doing the
Topic box?
topic box?
Yeah. It's over, man. We already talked about everything.
Sweet. I kind of like this
This is
episode.
not the topic box, sir.
This is the topic
You don't even
box.
know you're on show. Why are you pulling?
It's the topic box. That's the topic box song.
No,
No, it's not.
I didn't read it.
You
I didn't read
know.
it. Too long, won't read.
TLDR topic box.
Yeah. Too long, won't read, not didn't read, sir.
Ooh, gotcha.
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 Got him. Mm-hmm. Well, found an interesting little funny article titled "The 25 Most Annoying Things in College Football."
Oh, great.
So I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm going to start with
Please.
25.
Please do.
So, are we going to go through all 25?
Why not?
They're
Are you for real going to do it?
Yes.
Sweet.
So
Did you comment on that?
No, I did not.
That's your logo right there, bro.
The Alabama A is my logo.
That's your logo.
He
nobody
owns
else.
that.
Nobody else could have that logo.
I see that and I think of you.
I mean, for real. I think I see Brad. It's like
All
you
right.
commented on everything. Sorry. Okay.
Let's do it.
So number 25 is preseason lists and prognostications.
What does that even mean?
Prognostications.
Is that related to the prostate?
It's like guessing what's going to happen, like,
Yeah.
right? Like speculating.
It could
Yes.
be related to prostate, couldn't it? Because it kind of
Sure,
sounds like
that's
it.
what they're
Okay.
doing.
Number 24 being 4-hour games.
You don't like 4-hour games?
I like 4-hour games. I think they're saying that it needs to be 5 hours.
We need to wrap
So,
this game up.
How long are games now?
They're supposed to be 3. They're scheduled for 3.5, right?
Something like that.
TV schedules them that way, but they never go that.
23, Jim Harbaugh, according to Paul Feinbaum.
He looks like Mr. Burns, that guy. Go back down. Mr. Burns, right?
No,
He looks like Mr.
Paul
Burns.
Feinbaum.
22, lack of band coverage. So they think that the college football
They think
bans,
they should cover the ban.
yeah, you need to put them on TV more.
Please.
Wait, is this a joke article?
No.
Are you being
It
trolled?
gets a
You're
little-
being trolled, aren't
No.
you?
Okay.
Yeah,
weird.
you are.
Anyways, that's weird.
Ticky-tacky pass interference calls.
Yeah.
And they're saying by that they mean if you need a 15-yard advance, you put the ball in the air and just have the referees give you the 15 yards.
right. Yeah.
Because the defense is
So
not going to
you're-
know how to cover the
you
receiver.
So you're like setting it up. For
yeah. Just give me 15 yards, give me pass
Come on.
interference.
Yeah.
So they're saying that's number 21
Mhm.
of the most annoying things in college football. 20, the fans.
Oh,
and
wow. That's nice.
they're saying, tweeting and whatnot. Number 19.
So wait. They said the fans are annoying.
Yeah. Fans do get annoying.
Oh, come on. That's the whole purpose. I mean, that's the whole people that make it.
It's a double-edged
They can't
sword.
insult their fans.
It's a double-edged sword.
That's stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
It's one thing you don't insult is just the people that support
this is
you.
a news article, not a school.
God, that's the media. The media is trying to. They're trying to.
They're trying to take us down.
Yeah.
Number 19,
be
arguing
Trump.
over satellite camps.
Yes. Can that be number one,
They
please?
say less sleepovers and more wins.
Less sleepovers.
Yeah. Quit arguing about that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Number 18, clap cadence, which I didn't really notice this, but it's
Yeah.
clapping to start the
Yeah, yeah.
play.
Well, can you clap again? Thank you.
Need a demonstration on how to clap.
Who does that? Is it Tom Brady that does
Urban
it a lot?
Meyer brought it to college.
Is it when they do this?
It's this.
Like they come up to the line? Yeah. Okay.
It just starts the play.
Yeah.
Instead of saying hut,
Hut,
or
yeah.
whatever it is, clap.
Somebody in the NFL does that. They're like really, really annoying about it.
Number 17, teams named Bulldogs, Tigers, or Wildcats.
There's too many of them.
We have a lot of 'em.
There's a lot.
Come on, Auburn Tigers.
Hey. We were.
Time to switch to War Eagles.
Wait, is that what it says?
Yes.
Screw you, buddy. That's insulting.
Number 16, Larry Culpepper.
What's going on here?
What?
Number 15, overtime rules.
Oh my gosh.
They think that they should just play another quarter,
Yeah.
which
NFL.
I don't know. I kind of like college football.
It makes it more
Overtimes.
intense.
It gets intense and it gets over
It's
quicker.
over, yeah.
But
Wait,
on the flip side, if you lose, you're like, oh, it's not fair.
So they wanted them to play another quarter, but they don't like 4-hour games.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no. I think on the 4-hour game, they said that they wanted 5 hours.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
see, they should be 5 hours so we can get even more college football.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Number 14, fans with multiple favorite teams. Yeah, you need
pick one.
Yeah, you really need one
Pick
team.
one, man. Pick one. Oklahoma State.
13, designer uniform trims.
Oh my God! Can we just stop?
Can we say designer uniforms in general,
Yeah.
not just trim?
yeah.
Like, you don't have to have. We're looking at you, Oregon. Really.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a different uniform every week when you come out.
yeah.
I mean,
Are they the only ones that do it? I mean, I know some teams have like one that they reserve for whatever.
that's fine. I mean, if you have one when you play your homecoming game or something,
Yeah, right.
that's flashy or cool or
Yeah.
throwback.
yeah. Right.
That's okay, but don't have. Well, we're going to be. Our team is
We're gonna have a blackout.
we're orange and blue for Auburn, but then
Yeah.
we're black
Yeah. For this
for
game.
this week.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Number 12, people who cry that SEC is overrated. They say when your conference wins 8 of the last 10 BCS/college football titles, then we can talk.
Yeah. Sorry. It's the truth, man.
And what did I say about this? I believe I said this in a previous episode.
Fans who yell Heisman.
Fans who yell Heisman. We're looking at you, Stanford. We get it. You think Christian McCaffrey should win the Heisman. Now, please, with all due respect, zip it. I didn't see this, but apparently he was being interviewed and some fan just yelled Heisman
Oh my God.
right into the camera. Number 10, 4-team playoff system.
Yeah.
We've gotten a taste of the college football playoff system the same way a shark gets a taste of humans. Now it's time to take our ravenous appetite for the sport and feed us an 8-team format.
There you go.
I believe 8 is the sweet spot, actually.
Yeah.
If you go to, 16 after
That's
that,
too
that's
much.
too many because you let people in that don't have a good record.
Right. Yeah.
And 4 is kind of limiting it.
Right.
So I've always said 8 would be the right place to put. Number 9, fans who live tweet games. I'll agree with that because when you live tweet games, there's no context.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, they should have got that. And then you're looking at somebody's feed. They should have got what?
Yeah. Like
Takeout?
So he fumbled it. What are you talking about? Like,
I mean, you don't even know if they're talking about football.
yeah, right. Yeah. Especially if they don't put like a hashtag on it or something.
And some people don't even care about football. So they're just like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah. I'll give you, if it's not on here, I'll give you one of an annoyance of mine.
Okay. Number 8, claimed national titles. And they say the SEC is guilty here of claiming national titles awarded by now defunct associations. We're looking at you, at your direction, Kentucky and Ole Miss. They didn't put Alabama on there, but I mean, I disagree with that because if you win a national title in an era that we
talked about this
did,
last
but
year.
I don't know if it was
during our test episodes.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll kind of briefly say what I said, but if you win a national title when the system is in place and then they defunct it, or I guess that's how you would say it.
Yeah.
Then they do away with that system. You can't say that team, that title doesn't count.
Right.
Because if you're going to say that, then all the BCS titles are gone.
Yeah, they're done.
Because there's no true NCAA champion. The NCAA hasn't crowned a Division I national title.
Right. Yeah. So it's up to
these outsourced places to crown national champions.
Yeah, I mean, if it's your school's fault that they went defunct.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, don't go defunct. We'll keep you afloat.
That's just how it was determined
stupid.
in the day.
Yeah.
So
whatever. Yeah,
I'll disagree
that's
with
kinda
that.
Weird. Oh jeez.
This motion, and they're doing the hand
I hate
motion.
that crap.
I don't know if you really remember this, but Mark Ingram was the first one that did that
I
with the
remember
A.
Yeah.
He just
Now
scored
everyone
it.
does
And
it. It's like,
That's everything I see when I see that.
yeah.
I mean,
That's what I think about.
granted, the A might not have been the best one to put on the hand because it didn't really.
Right, but still, like now it's overplayed, so it's like, oh, whatever. You know, like who cares?
Number 6, stadium chants.
Roll, Tide, roll.
Well, that wouldn't really be
Like that one?
Well, ours would more
Please explain that.
Ours would be Bama's would be Rammer Jammer,
Yellow Hammer.
and Tennessee's would be Rocky Top. Auburn, what do you guys have? You guys have a
Oh, we've got everything.
War Eagle.
whip out the chants?
Do you guys say like War Eagle?
Just something that you're known for that you chant. Like I just said, Alabama's is Rammer Jammer.
Yeah.
And Tennessee's is Rocky Top.
Yeah.
What's Auburn's main?
War Damn Eagle. War Eagle.
Is that a chant though?
chant?
You can't say that though, bro.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, there's a bunch. Like honestly, there's a lot.
Because I just thought War Eagle was just like a cry.
Can you
like
sing
a battle
it?
cry.
Can you sing it for me?
Yeah, we're crying.
Can you sing it for me?
No, I'm not gonna sing it.
Because when Alabama gets a first down,
Yeah,
they say,
well, whenever we
Roll
kick,
Tide.
yeah, first down, Alabama, first down, and everybody says, roll Tide.
yeah, like we get like whenever we kick off, we do War Eagle. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys do that too, but yeah, I mean, we have chants. We have one that's like Georgia's fight song. It's kind of funny. Like it's the same melody, so it's really weird.
You guys like to do that, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I guess. I don't
And
know.
then you do that when you ripped off the Rammer Jammer.
Well, we do that as out of spite, but the Georgia one is actually like we have our own version of that.
Okay.
Not that we use as like.
Why don't you just get your own song, bro?
Yeah, I know, man.
Why you gotta copy
God.
everybody else's?
Sorry, my bad.
Number 5, the term football move.
What's a football move?
Whenever this is more like in pro. I've never really heard this used very much in college football, but whenever they determine if a receiver had possession for a catch, they'll say, did he make a football move?
What the heck is a
Did he
football
catch
move?
it and make a football move?
Oh my god, yeah, they don't do that in college football a lot.
I never really
Well,
heard
what
that.
is
I've heard it in
much.
NFL.
You got to be able to define a football move. Though. I mean, is it like
like you secure the ball.
You move with the football? I mean,
This is what they say on the website. Well, he didn't make an ice hockey nor a water polo move. Ballet,
Pirouette, maybe.
pirouette.
Yeah.
Football move, I guess the best way to describe it is he just advanced with the football.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can
why
think
don't
to
they just
describe
call
it.
it possession?
Well, possession is possessing the football. That's
I
different
know,
than a
I mean-
football move.
But
I don't know why they...
whatever.
I don't know why they instituted this. They could have just said advance the ball.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like that referee getting up there and saying, giving him the business.
Yeah.
Number 4, dabbing.
Dabbing. Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's annoying.
You know you've jumped the shark when you dab.
Yep.
Yeah. So you know what jumping the shark is, right?
Yeah.
Chris, you know what
Happy
jumping the
days.
shark is?
Sure.
He
Happy
doesn't know what
days.
jumping the shark is.
You don't know what I'm doing.
It means when pretty much everything's
You're
over.
out of ideas,
Yeah.
so you just jump the shark.
What shark? Is it like a great
It's-
white
okay.
shark, or is it?
Yeah. No, have you ever seen Happy Days TV show?
Hey.
No. Okay.
Uh,
So, anyways, there was
no.
like in the late in its
Towards
run,
the end of the show.
towards the end of the show, they basically ran out of ideas, so they made Fonz jump a shark like on water skis in California or something.
Yeah. So anytime a show or anything
It is absurd. So it's like, what? Why? What?
yeah, anytime it's seen to have like ran out of ideas and they're just trying to keep it going, they
just
say, well, they jumped the shark.
Yeah, they jumped the shark on that one.
Number 3, icing the kicker.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying after a while. You should
Yeah.
only be allowed to use one timeout, and that's it.
I think it's kind of funny.
Why not?
When
I
they do
mean-
it, when they have 3 and they just do it 3 times.
That's stupid.
I
I could have sworn that there was a
when you're
rule that
using
said
it,
they
it's
couldn't
like
do that.
it's like the last ditch. I mean, why not?
I mean, it's your timeouts. You haven't used
but
them.
he's gonna make. I mean, he's not gonna make it. I'm saying, regardless,
it makes
either
it harder to make it.
easy. I mean, have
That's
we
the
ever
point
figured
of
that
it.
out?
There's no way to prove that.
There's no way to prove it
Because you can't.
Well,
You'd have to
what
see
you
the
do is
future.
You always you see.
Yeah.
Okay, what you got to do is your tactic is you always ice the kicker, and then that one game that you really
I know.
you
I
don't ice the kicker, and he thinks you're going to ice him, so he has to kick it anyways.
Yeah, but he's not
because
ready.
he thinks that he's going to be
Right.
iced. He's like, I'm going to get iced anyways. He's like, oh crap, I'm really not going to get iced, so I got to
crap.
kick it, and then he shanks it
Yeah,
off to the left
yeah.
side. You know,
Yeah, I could see that working because,
but it's
he
not going to work
expects it.
unless you're consistent in the way you
okay.
do it.
Whatever. Sure.
God,
You got to be inconsistent so they don't know.
I mean that.
Yeah.
However,
so that they're
whichever
always,
way you see it, I mean,
well,
but you got
gotta
to
be-
make them
if
think
they
that
look at the film and they're like, oh, like 9 out of the last 10 times they've iced the kicker.
You got to be consistently inconsistent.
I mean, there's a. I mean, it's hard to call, but I mean, it's like that's like the ultimate. Like that would be the worst for a kicker.
Mind
If-
games.
Yeah, if you thought,
Oh, yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
for sure, I'm going to get ice because you got like 3 timeouts left.
So
he
you're not
doesn't-
really preparing for this
So
kick.
you're never
Yeah,
really
so he's
preparing
like,
for it. And you're like,
oh,
oh crap, he's not icing me. I got to go. I got to go. You know.
Yeah. That's why you're always prepared. You always act like you're going to
That's
kick.
why you. I mean, that's why a lot of them actually do. Kick.
Yeah, they do because they're like, I'm just
no
gonna
matter
fall.
what, they're just going to do their kick
Yeah,
each time,
right.
even if they're iced.
Even if the ball didn't get there, they still do
Yeah.
the motion.
So number 2, college football playoff games on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Stupid. Who ever
Dumb.
thought of that?
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
everybody's
dumb.
out having fun. Nobody.
Nobody.
That was
obviously
that was
nobody
one of the
cares.
biggest mistakes they ever made.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It says, what better way to get into a fight with your spouse
Yeah.
over evening plans?
I'm going to watch football. No, we're going to go out. I'm going to watch football. We're getting divorced.
And number 1,
I wonder how many people
my
got
God.
divorced over that.
yeah.
You think? You think it ever contributed to like a
It might
divorce?
have. I don't know.
so you might think that in Alabama it might be higher, but I think in Alabama people understand more because
Yeah.
well, it's Alabama football or Auburn football,
I
just
can
in
see
the
like,
state.
I can see
But
like the
some-
Midwest and like.
But
the
some
other,
people
the
don't
other
give a
states like
crap
that.
about football, so they don't understand it at all.
Or their
Well, I'm just
spouse
saying,
doesn't.
generally
know.
speaking.
Or their spouse doesn't.
that's
Luckily, my soon-to-be spouse is a big football fan.
Oh, that's good.
So
So number 1, talk of Big 12 expansion.
Oh my god! Every day I see something about this. It's like, oh, Houston needs to join. Oh, so and so needs to join. Like,
It just needs to be the Texas conference, really.
yeah, let's just have all the schools in Texas Sorry, Texas A&M. you're out.
UTEP. Then you put UTEP in there.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody. Just
UTEP.
put them all.
What's wrong with UTEP?
Then we can call them like.
What's
Texas.
right with UTEP?
Every time, for some reason, every time I hear UTEP, I think of Q-tip.
Yeah, me
Why?
too.
I just think of like maybe their mascot is like a guy put a Q-tip in his ear for some odd reason. I don't know why.
I just see that freaking minor.
Oh yeah.
maybe it's a Q-tip.
Yeah, it could be a Q-tip.
Maybe it could be a Q-tip.
Could be.
It could be.
So this isn't really a gripe with college football or anything. It's not even an annoyance. But I thought about this when I was watching some of the games that they show, leading up to the season.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see. I haven't seen this. I've only seen it done in video games. I want to see somebody return the extra point.
Yeah.
For the 2 points.
Yeah. I want to see that too. Yeah. That'd be cool.
I know a game where
you'd be like, what the heck?
Well, no, it wasn't the extra point. It was okay. It was a field goal. Never mind.
You want to talk about it? 1 second.
Want to talk about 1 second?
Just kidding. No. So one of my annoyances for this list is people that use social media to make fun of people that like football. So like people that are like, oh man, I'm gonna go watch this game, and being like all sarcastic about it, and
like they're above it or something.
Oh look, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, the guy with the ball is gonna run down the field. Ha! Wow, I hope he doesn't get tackled or something like that.
Yeah,
just like something like stupid. Like, okay, we get it. You're better than us because we like football and you don't. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to watch all these other sports that are on TV, but I don't.
You don't go out of your way and be like.
The only thing I say every now and then is, "Oh my gosh, is basketball season over?"
Yeah, right.
Or
because it lasts all season.
Yeah, because basketball season is what, from October.
I'm pretty sure
to June.
Yeah. There's like no off season almost.
Yeah, and I got into this argument with somebody, and I said, "Okay, baseball season may have 120 games, and it has more games than basketball, but they get their season finished in a shorter amount of time than basketball does.
April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
And then
maybe November.
Basketball starts
6 out of 6 months.
In what? Months. October?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And it ends in June.
Yeah.
So how many months is that?
That's 3/4 of the year. Yeah.
So they end, and then it's like, oh, basketball season's starting again.
They end, and they have the draft like the next week. I'm like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah. And also, since I wanted to share this with you guys, I thought it was pretty funny. Since we're playing USC the first game, they're trying to hype themselves up.
Uh-oh.
They're selling this shirt right here.
What does it say?
Roll Tears Roll.
That's not even funny.
It's really not.
Can we give that the?
Can we get
fail?
It?
Failure. So they're saying roll your tears down your face because we're gonna make you cry. And they're also playing off of Roll Tide Roll.
I guess.
Man, I wish I'd have thought of that.
I know I could be rolling.
I should have.
Are you going to buy one of these shirts, Chris?
Why?
Because USC think they're clever.
Roll Tears Roll.
Roll Tears Roll.
I mean, okay. All schools make those kind of shirts. Like Auburn always has like a giant Aubie and like a little scared cat.
Does it hurt your feelings?
But they're like cartoons. It's not like, it's just a game day shirt, whatever. But whatever. This is like
that's
what?
Just a game day shirt.
It's like made by Nike or something.
I'll get one.
No, I think it's just there.
Oh, okay.
I'll get one. I mean, how much is it?
$30.
20.
20.
You pay for it. I'll wear it.
Why would I buy that?
Why would I want to buy a USC shirt for you?
Why are you going to give them money? Whore.
You asked me if I wanted it.
I said, are you going to buy one?
Yeah, that's all I asked. Buy a new one. Despite USC football's long history of winning championships, which entitles them to talk smack to just about any other opponent, the Trojans are going up against the freight train from hell. Oh my god. The freight train from hell. Wow. He's not kidding around. See, I was going to send it to you.
Justice reigns from above.
It's high noon.
Unfriggin' believable. This is amazing. Wow.
It is amazing.
So what'd you get out of Gamescom this week?
Oh man, I have the beautiful write up on our website. Let's just here. I'll show you right now. I know you're interested. So yeah, I made all this. I got some screen caps.
I did this.
Bro, man.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at all this. Hey,
Did you hear that?
When does the Titanfall beta come out?
Hey, Chris, did you hear about the Titanfall 2 beta? Is that this
I
weekend?
did, but I didn't have one, so I can't get two.
Oh, dang it. Oh, darn.
Am I right?
Brad,
Am I
did you
right
hear
that
about
you
the-
had to have one to get the beta on two?
Well, you didn't
Yeah.
have all the other GTAs, so
Yeah, booyah. Hey, did you hear about the Titanfall 2 beta? It's this weekend.
is it this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts tomorrow.
Well,
It's not. It's funny. They're not calling it a beta. They're calling it like a technical test.
At midnight, you,
which I think
can I
is
get
funny.
it?
Yeah, it's open. Yeah.
I thought it was if only you had.
No, you don't
the
have to
first one.
pre-order it. No,
I'll try it.
it's Titanfall's fun. It is. It's not. You think it's Call of Duty, but it's not. It's a lot better mechanics, I think. Anyways, moving on. What do we want to start with here?
I tell you what, I think we're gonna
Do some Destiny. Oh crap! This is gonna look funny. Sorry. Okay.
Hi.
So, Iron Banner's is going on this week.
Is it?
It is, man. You need to jump in there.
Probably will, because need to get up to level 5. Still haven't done that. Still haven't beat the raid. Need to do that on hard.
Still haven't done it. We're all talk. It's just it gets so late.
So late.
All right, so Rise of Iron. Apparently, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff they didn't let us know that they were doing, but it's all pretty good to me. So obviously, new weapons, new armor. You get the Gjallarhorn, the Thorn, and the what is it called? The Kostov. Is that it?
The coast of.
The first gun you get in Destiny.
The Kostov.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's the Russian weapon.
Yeah.
It's it looks like an M16 almost.
Yeah, that's it. And so, you get that as an exotic now. Private matchmaking.
Do you get that, or do you get a quest to get it?
If you still have it, I think you can upgrade it faster.
Well, I'm going to go back and...
Yeah, why don't you start a new character?
I'm going to start a character,
and-
put it in my inventory, then just pick it up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing too.
How hard is that?
Yeah, I know. But if you don't have it, I think you get a quest to put it together. Private matchmaking.
I saw something about that.
Yeah, I can't believe they're doing that. That seems kind of out of their scope.
Yeah.
And they're also doing clan support. So instead of just being on their website,
Yeah.
it's going to be
On the app and everything.
yeah, it's going to be in the game. In the
Oh, so you
in
can
the Crucible, so you can join up.
customize everything.
Yeah, and be like, hey, it's my clan over here, or whatever. I don't know. So they kept saying this, and so they keep saying
I personally believe
that too. You get to fight through social space. So I'm trying to figure out what that means.
Does that mean you get to fight in
Through
the
the-
tower?
No, it would be the new one, Fellwinter's Peak, but it still didn't make any sense to me. So I'm not really sure what they're meaning.
I don't know if I want to do that.
You walk through and be like, what?
If I'm in the tower or the reef or whatever the new place is,
Yeah.
I don't want to be fighting off D-bags.
Exactly.
I don't want to be sitting there and it's one thing to have you guys push me off the ledge.
Right.
It's another thing to have some clan roll through and
I don't know
knife me in
exactly
the
what
back.
they mean, but
take all my loot.
yeah.
Because that's World of Warcraft stuff.
Yeah. So this is the new raid. This is a part of it.
Did they mention anything about raid boss or
Yeah.
what it is?
They it is basically
Is it the Warmind?
no, it's that other creature that's whatever that gets woken up or whatever. I don't know.
Other creature that
I
gets
forget what it's
woken up.
called. It has a name. Saris. I don't know. So yeah. So this is just I just went through their video and took some screen caps. Let's see what's next. Oh, they have a new arena. what is it called on the
Prison of Elders?
no on the Dreadnought? Court of Orcs.
Oh, okay.
They have a new one. It's called oh man, Archon's Forge. So it's basically the same thing. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, okay, it'll show up here. So basically, like you go into this area and like all this like they look like red vine or like something like come over the doors and like fall and just start pouring out, and you know you got to fight them and all this stuff. So that's pretty cool. Like it's like a new area to go to. Yeah, so they have that. They got there's the new strike. It's called, I think it's called the Wretched Eye. Basically, a fallen captain has stolen an ogre's eye and put it on his gun.
I heard something about that.
But the ogre's still there, and he's blind, so he's just like, and he's got like a giant ball on his fist, and basically you have to avoid him and avoid being shot by the captain at the same time. So that was pretty cool, like a different take on it. There's new artifacts from the Iron Lords, so like each Iron Lord has their own artifact, and each artifact has a special ability. So like there's one that it was kind of funny in the video. You can basically get Fallen to fight for you, so basically it takes over their mind. And in the video, it had like Fallen shooting other Fallen, and the Guardian was just standing there like dancing and stuff while he did that. I thought that was funny. Let's see. So the new raid, it starts inside the wall, and then you climb up to the top, and there's a giant. It's called a Death Zamboni. So like basically, it takes up the whole thing, and like you can't really do anything to it. So you just have to run, and basically you run and jump off the wall, and then you go underground, and there's the raid, you know. So. Yeah, so it sounds like, but in the video, it looks like there's gonna be more platforming because it looked like I saw them jumping, and I was like, oh boy.
It's all right once I get it, but
yeah, but figuring it out, you're like, oh come on.
Yeah, I want to break my controller.
Yeah, there's a new game mode called Supremacy, which I told you it's kind of like Kill Confirmed. You basically go around and pick up these little pendants that drop. So. But yeah, so that means people can't just like sit back and.
But there's not. Well, in my experience, there might be in other people's experiences in the game modes that they play, but in my experience, I don't really have a problem with people camping in Destiny.
No, not really, and I don't think this is like a response to camping like it is in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I think this is just like they're trying to make some new game type for people to play. But yeah, the first Iron Banner is going to be Supremacy. Then the Crucible has 3 new maps: Skyline, Last Exit, and Floating Gardens. And then there's new medals. I guess like different things you do. And I don't know if you saw this today, but like they basically confirmed that the exclusivity with Sony is going to be extended till next year. So like you know how we were supposed to get like a new Strike or something because PlayStation got it last year with the Taken King.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to get it till next year. I'm like, well, Destiny 2 will be out by then. Who cares? You know, like, whatever.
It doesn't really bother me.
It doesn't. I mean, it's just whatever. That's fine. You can take it, shove it.
Still not going to make me buy a PlayStation.
Right. So I was telling you about the ornaments, right?
Yes.
So basically, it's like reskinning your character, I guess. I think what they said in this video, so like it's got this hunter with fire inside the helmet, it looks like. I think like that's an ornament that you add to it. I'm not too sure. So that, and then you've got this one. So this is like before they put the ornament on it. So this is like, okay, I'm going to go put this cool ornament. And I don't know if like you can select the ornament that you want on it, or if it's like this specific type of helmet has this ornament. You know what I mean? They didn't really specify that. And then so this is what it looks like with, they attached an ornament to it. Basically like reskinning it sort of, without changing it too much. So yeah, it just adds like a layer. And like they also show like the arm. It's like that floating. It's like armor floating outside of it. But I don't know if they're going to keep the chroma. I wish you could add the chroma to whatever armor you wanted, and it didn't have to be like that specific armor that they released. But yeah, but you can do this to guns too. Like you can get a different skin for your gun.
So have you pre-ordered yet?
Not yet.
I pre-ordered last week.
I really, really, really want to get the vanilla Destiny digital so I can stop putting the disc in because it's really annoying. Because my disc drive's going out pretty much, and every time I switch the disc, I have to like eject, so it'll like finally read it. You can't buy it. You can't buy the vanilla Destiny without buying it in the bundle. So like they released like on Xbox.
Have you dug deep?
Yes, I've dug very deep. I've looked everywhere.
Because when I was looking for the Taken King,
Yeah,
it was when it was on sale,
yeah,
and they were trying to get me to buy that Legendary Edition or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And
With all of them, and I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want
because
to
you'd be
buy
duplicating
Destiny.
it. Yeah.
I want to buy the Taken King.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had to dig through it to find just the expansion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So like what I was gonna do was buy the Legendary Edition because it was on sale like during the summer sale for like $30, and I was like, that might be worth it. Whatever. But I never got around to doing it. And then so now on not really.
Oh, that
pre-order.
5-pack?
Yeah, so like you get all of them, and then when Rise of Iron comes out, you get that. So, but I don't want to do that because that's like $60, and I'd rather just pay $30 and get the expansion. I don't know, but that's my problem.
So did you hear that the developers, like most of the staff at Bungie is working on Destiny 2?
Yeah,
And I don't know what percentage they've divided it up, but I guess the rest are just working on this.
yeah. So they have a live team, which is basically like those events. They're basically in charge of those. But yeah, I think once they release it, it's basically like, all right, there it is. Let's move on to the next thing.
Well, do they have a separate team that does patches? And
Oh yeah, they have
stuff?
they have those people. But yeah, it sounds like the majority of them are working on Destiny 2. So hopefully they can make it what Destiny was supposed to be. A lot
Well,
of developers are doing that lately.
yeah, I don't know if I would consider it misled because they didn't really specify, but I thought Destiny itself, like Destiny 1, was going to be a 10-year project. I guess they just said Destiny
Right.
was going to be a 10-year project. So
Yeah, like the franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it's like they use specific language to
yeah, I mean, if it would have been on PC, it
Yeah.
would have been called Destiny 2. It would have been just an expansion.
Expansion, yeah,
And you would have
exactly.
paid like $40.
Yeah, and like they tried to do that with the Dark Below and then House of Wolves, but
I mean, whatever. It's the same
they
thing.
moved away from. Like for some reason, they went out of their way to say it's not DLC. So it's an expansion, whatever. But they obviously backtracked on that. Did you? Speaking of DLC, not the Star Wars DLC, No Man's Sky.
Okay.
The creator, whoever runs Hello Games, the company that made it, Sean Murray, I think his name is. So during like an interview recently, or back up, I don't know when it was, but like before the game came out, at some point in the last 3 years when they've been talking about this, he specifically said, we're not going to have any paid DLC. It's going to be free, blah, 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 blah. Well, he backtracked on that the other day. He's like, well, realistically speaking, I don't think it's viable for us to create new stuff without having it paid for, basically. I'm like, well, then watch your mouth before you speak.
Yeah.
Don't say that, like if you're definitely sure, then your goal is to make that true
Yeah. I don't
because you messed that up.
think that it's a bad idea.
It's not.
to have DLC, but if you're gonna go down the road of DLC, then don't tell everybody that
Yeah.
you're not gonna have paid DLC.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't say anything about DLC. Like if I'm sure people ask like, oh, how are you going to support this? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, just do the PR move of like, well, we'll see how it goes and blah, 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 like quit. Don't commit to something that you're not sure about. So
I really feel like this game they didn't really know a lot about it and they just kind of went with it.
yeah, I think it's funny because they were getting people hung up on the procedurally generated world, which
It's a great concept.
It's
Don't
a
get me
great
wrong.
It's a great concept, but when you like people that are like basically done with the game, they've looked at it and been like, so basically when the game's like, oh, I need to make another world over here, it goes to the list of pre-approved things. It's like, all right, I'll put a flying animal You know, I'll make it an extreme planet of like radiation.
So you're telling
So
me
like there's a select list of specific things.
the algorithm isn't very advanced, is what you're telling me.
It's just rudimentary. It's like, you know, you get, so basically it says like you have to pick 3 animals to put on this planet. You have to pick like 5 resources to put on here. Pick.
The color of the planet has to be this.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be one of these. So it's basically like mix and match, you know. Which that's cool. Like that's
Well,
good. Good job.
Okay, as a starting point, it might be good,
Yeah,
and it's still,
But-
even with that,
not $60. You know what I mean?
no, even at that, I'll give you the fact that I would play that game
Oh, I would play it in a heartbeat.
if I could have somebody to play it with, and if it was on Xbox.
Right.
But I don't want to go flying around through the galaxy by myself,
Yeah, just being like,
nobody to run into.
okay, here we go. Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know you said that. What did you text me and say?
I said the point of the game is to explore yourself,
right.
which
And I get
should
that.
be that should be part of it. But you should be able to have the option to be like,
Yeah.
oh, here's my friend over here. And I said like it'd be kind of cheating if you were on the other side of the galaxy or universe,
Yeah.
and your friend just popped up next to you without exploring to that spot.
Yeah.
But
But you don't have to. The point to me of that game is not to find each other.
Mm-hmm.
The point to me is to explore the universe.
right, yeah.
So-
why can't you do that with a
Yeah, why can't you have friends to do that
co-pilot?
with?
Yeah. Or like, why don't they have 2-man ships where you can just have a co-pilot?
Yeah, say, hey, I'm on this planet in this galaxy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's.
Spawn here.
Can you light speed over here to me?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Give me your coordinates.
Yeah.
We're done.
That was the other thing is like you put in coordinates for stuff. So it's like, why can't your friend just give you his coordinates and you're there?
Yeah. You know your coordinates.
Yeah.
He knows his coordinates.
Boom. Straight line. We're in hyperspace.
You're not really cheating anyway.
Yeah. That is true. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this game, to me, like every time I hear people talking about it, I'm like, oh, I want to play it so bad. But then it's like, I hear people like, oh, I'm done with it pretty much. I'm like, it was a week. Really? I know people speed run through these, but geez.
But who are you listening to when they say they're done with it? Because
No, people that have like done everything they can in the game.
and I get that, but who is saying this? Are you listening to the people that intentionally get it and try to beat it as fast as they can?
No, just people that play it casually. Like,
okay.
just like, I've done all the quests I can do. I've found all the tech I can get.
Because you get those people that are like,
Yeah.
I bought Call of Duty and I'm 15th prestige.
Yeah.
Done with the game.
Yeah, no, it's not like that.
Dude, you just got it last
Yeah.
Sunday.
How did you get that? Yeah. Okay, so the other big thing to me was they talked about the Death Star DLC. Finally getting space battles in Star Wars Battlefront.
Well, I heard that game was stripped down a lot in its
Yeah.
infancy because they wanted to get it out
They needed
when
to get it
episode
out.
7 came out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so now it's like they're adding it back in.
Yeah, because I think single player was supposed to be in it.
Yeah, some
But it got
form of
taken
it.
out?
But you can do that now. It's called Skirmish. But
I need to play that game again. I haven't played it in a while.
See, it sucks because like every time I get back into it,
Something else comes up.
well, but every time I get back into it, it's like I'm not very good at it because these other players are like super the best in the world, or I don't know, whatever. But I'll get in and be like, I'm just getting killed left and right, and it's like, you know, you die, and for some reason it spawns you like far away from the objective, so you got to run all the way back.
Or it spawns you with all the stormtroopers coming down the hallway.
Right, exactly. And you're like, dang it. So the Death Star DLC. Woo! This is going to be
Trench run?
freaking awesome.
Are we getting the trench run?
Yes, we are getting a trench run. So this is going to be called, it's a new game mode called
New Hope.
New Hope. It's a new game mode called Battle Station. And
Midway.
it consists of 3 phases.
Okay.
First phase is basically
Are you Mon Mothra?
Mon Mothra?
Yeah. Is that
Mon Mothma?
Mothra, whatever.
No. So basically, it's going to be A-Wings and X-Wings versus TIE Fighters and TIE Interceptors, like a normal fighter squadron match, right? in this case, you're trying to do damage to a Star Destroyer that's guarding the Death Star. You're going in. It's basically like Walker Assault, where you're trying to weaken it, and then Y-Wings come in and they blow it up. Yay! We move on to phase 2. Obviously, the Empire's whole goal is to stop you. That's what every phase. That's what they're doing.
Right.
So, as the Rebels, phase 2, you get to land inside the Death Star, and this is where you get your 2 new characters, which is Chewbacca and a bounty hunter named Bosk, which is like the lizard dude.
Can I use that?
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Chewie comes in and helps you, whatever. You can play as him. And they've said, like, you'll visit all the iconic spots in the Death Star, like, as you run through it. Your goal is to go find R2. He has the plans, naturally. And they said that he's a playable character, which I'm like, what are you going to do? Just
shock people?
Yeah, like fly. I mean, does he have his jetpack? Because that'd be cool. But I mean, like, I think maybe they might have like I think they might. I don't know. I felt like the guy that was interviewing them and the developer were like on different pages on that. Like,
he might be playable, as in somebody has to get him to a certain point.
Yeah,
like to get him to escape.
Yeah, it must be something like that. So you extract R2, then begins their trench run. So phase 3 is the trench run, and they have 2 new characters that you can be. You can be Red 5, which is Luke, in your X-Wing, and you know how like the Emperor and Princess Leia get like royal guards or whatever?
Yeah.
Luke spawns with Wedge and Biggs as his wingmen, and then on the Empire side, you spawn as a TIE Advanced, which is Darth Vader, and then I assume he's going to get 2 TIE fighters with him, but I don't know if they're going to be like specialized a little bit.
I have you now.
Yeah. So you get to go make the trench run. And
so how many people is this? Because it's not that.
It's going to be.
There's not that many people in the trench run.
Yeah. See, that's where they didn't really clarify. It's like, do you have to be Luke to do? No, actually, you don't have to be Luke. You can just go do it if you want. Like, I'm going to do it. But I don't know like what you have to do to build up to get to that. Besides being in phase 3.
So once you're in phase 3,
like, do you get a token?
If you make it down the trench and you fire the torpedo, and you land the torpedo, is it done?
Yeah, I think so. I think that they didn't really go into it, so
because this kind of sounds like in Battlefield when you have to wait on the plane to spawn.
Yeah,
and then you get into the plane and you can do the stuff.
Yeah. No,
that kind of seems like you got to wait on it.
Well, everybody's gonna see like. Yeah, so like, do you have to get, because you know how they have hero tokens in Fighter Squadron?
Yeah.
Or you can be the Falcon and Boba Fett. I don't know if you have to get like the Red 5 token and then you like start the trench run.
So the trench run is almost like a nuke in Call of Duty. It just ends the game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, everybody's going to be in a fighter in that phase because there's nothing else to do. But yeah, they didn't really specify how you get to that into the trench. Like, can you just fly into it? And be like, then you just got this line of X-Wings just lining up. Like,
well, I would imagine you'd have some Y-Wings too, wouldn't you?
No, they're not playable. It's just A-Wings and X-Wings, yeah.
If they were going to do the trench run, they should have put Y-Wings in there so they could defend you.
Yeah, well, can't do everything. But yeah, this comes out in September, so it sounds like it's going to be pretty good.
Is this part of the season pass?
Yes.
Good.
So you'll get it, and you need to download the others.
I have my system where I, since they updated, you can go in and see the updates to the games.
Yeah.
I've been doing that, but I don't think that covers the DLC.
If you go into manage game,
yeah,
it should pop up as like ready to install.
Does it do that?
It'll have the DLC
because some games you have to actually go into the game and launch it,
start it.
Any other games out of Gamescom?
Titanfall 2. Did you hear about they're having a?
I didn't even know they were making Titanfall 2.
Man, I didn't even know what Titanfall was.
I'm behind.
The other thing was Battlefield 1. They have an open multiplayer multiplayer beta on August 31st. But if you go and sign up for Battlefield Insider, you get early access to the beta. I don't know how early they're talking, but you have to sign up before the 21st. It's going to be Conquest Rush mode. On it sounds like one map, and there's an armored train that runs around. It's got like guns and crap on it, and then there's some new classes that you can be. Wait. And then Titanfall 2 They have a tech test coming up this weekend and next weekend. There's new multiplayer maps, obviously. It's a new game. New loadouts, and there's 2 new Titans, Ion and Scorch. But I don't know if you can be the other 3 from the other game.
Well, surely, because those were the basic ones.
Yeah, there's 5, I think, in the game now. Whatever.
We don't need to get too crazy on
I
this.
know we're going Call of Duty.
That's how that's the downfall of Gears. We went just stupid on it.
Yeah.
We had the weapon that I like to say was, the example of getting stupid on Gears.
Yeah.
Was the digger.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Why do we need a gun that you shoot and it digs through the ground and pops up on somebody?
Right.
Really? Let's just stick to the shotgun, the pistol,
Stick to the plan, man.
and the basics.
Yep.
Is that all you got for Gamescom?
That is it, man. If you want to go to the website, I got all that stuff on there.
It's the almostsaturdaypodcast.com.
/games/news/Gamescom 2016.
You can find it off the homepage.
Just
easier.
look for it, man. Is it college football time?
I think it is. Let me turn you on.
Don't turn it off.
I'm going to turn you on and grab your box. Because it's time for the topic box. And Justin still has not added special rule number 3. Therefore, we still have special rule number 4. So the topic box is... I know you're still thinking that it's some just elaborate mechanism that we have or some wheel that we spin or just something that's fancy. But no, it's literally a cardboard box that Chris had something shipped in.
I don't think I had anything shipped in it, bro.
Well, we tore the top off of it, and we've been contributing pieces of paper, and we pass it around, and everyone pulls a topic out of it. After we've all pulled a topic and discussed said topics, the topic box segment completes for this episode. Now we have a few special rules, as I said. Rule number 1 being if you pull your own topic, you must put it back. Special rule number 2 being there is no rodeos. And special rule number 3 is if you pull a topic, you must entertain the topic. Special rule number 4 is Justin must add special rule number 3.
Oh.
And that will stay until he adds special rule number 3.
Yeah.
So I guess I will go first since Chris is shoving the box in front of my face and putting cardboard or aluminum foil in the box.
That's an ice cream Klondike bar wrapper, sir.
Oops. There you go. You can see the topic box on the your screen there.
That's exactly what it is.
That's it. That's all it is. I changed it. Don't worry.
It actually was a box that I ordered something in.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Duh.
I ordered something from Best Buy. I don't remember what it was.
So I pulled this topic, and it says, what was the most common name in your class?
Chris.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was Chris.
Everybody was named Chris. There was like 3 in every class
Yeah.
of every year. Like when I was in elementary school.
I was lucky. There was never really any Justins in my class.
Justin got popular really late.
Yeah, until like in high school, like when Discovery and Liberty merged.
I don't even know.
It's like a rich person's name.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I don't even know if there was another Brad
I don't remember there being.
in school.
I don't remember
So-
there being.
Chris.
Chris,
By far the most popular.
Chris, and then girls was Katie. Like I swear every class I had like 3 or 4.
Katie.
Or Ashley.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ashley.
Yeah.
There's a
There's
lot of
there.
Ashleys.
It's weird. The reason I wrote that was because in my kids' classes, they have like unique names now.
It's like odd.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, it's
there's not any ones that are the same.
So I didn't know
weird.
this, but apparently the girl's name of Charlie is becoming a popular name.
Is it really?
I didn't know that,
Yeah.
but I had a special reason for naming my kid
Right,
Charlie. It
yeah.
wasn't just, well, let's look at a
It
list.
wasn't just a
and-
fad.
yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Right. That's weird. Like it's.
Yeah. It's a good name. I like the name Charlie.
Did I write this? In Star Wars, how do they determine?
No, I wrote it.
How do they determine who can understand Chewbacca? Did you write it? You wrote it.
I wrote it.
How do they determine?
Yeah.
If you speak Wookiees.
Is that a real language, Wookiees?
That's his language. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, is that how they really pronounce?
Yeah.
They put Wookiees.
Wookiees. Yeah.
Huh. Maybe they just like understand them.
Because some people are like,
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, and then others are like,
I got you there, bro.
Is it a lot of hairy people?
no.
Okay.
Well, I mean, in the new movie, Rey can understand Chewbacca,
Yeah, just
which is weird because she's been isolated. So it's like
exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, it's like how do you know this? And then I mean, obviously Han can because it's his buddy, but
Been right there underneath his armpit.
Finn is like, you can understand that thing. Like, it's just they don't really have like an established thing. Like, I mean, I don't ever think Luke acknowledges Chewie.
Speaking a different language.
No, like he doesn't say like, what did he say? I don't know. I think he can. I don't know. Maybe he can interpret his sign language. You know what I mean? Like if he gets pissed off, he's pissed.
Yeah, his body
about something.
language.
Yeah, or something. But
Weird.
yeah, but people mostly don't reference it. Like they're not like, what is this guy doing? What's he talking about?
What is this big hairy guy mumbling about over here?
What is this? What was
I
that?
can't do it. I'm trying to do Chewbacca.
Sounded like a ghost or something. Just came out of the closet. All
Touched an inappropriate ghost.
It sounds weird. I could really do it, but it sounds weird over the.
you could really do it.
Oh yeah, it's just a lost in translation.
I'm just on the show, and I don't want to show you guys.
This had to be something Justin wrote.
No, you can't judge that.
Were you ever excited for school?
Yeah. No,
Who would write that? What do you think? I'm like 5?
no, seriously. I have a point to it. Because
Okay.
my kids, they're like ecstatic about school
Because
starting.
it's something different. Because it's a new year and they've been probably sitting around all summer.
But when they get older, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to go back,
Probably.
So, but I'm saying like when you were younger,
Everybody
were
was
you ever excited
school.
about it? Like
when I was like
yes.
really young.
Yeah, like before like
I was excited
fifth
about
grade.
my first day of college.
Really?
Not really.
No.
I was that old guy.
First day of college.
I was that old guy.
Oh yeah, you were the old
the old guy that sat in the corner and
all
nobody
the-
would talk to
the
because they thought I was all
18-year-olds.
weird.
Yeah.
With your finger in your belly button.
Yeah. But
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I mean, I guess it's not really that weird because
it's just just
when you
like-
get older, you're just like
it's kind of like
never.
yeah, you have.
You had to have when you were young.
Okay, the last day of school.
What about first day of first grade? Do you remember that?
Like it was yesterday.
Do you remember that?
No,
I remember mine.
How do you remember that?
I remember playing
I have a very
X-Men in
good-
first grade with Justin.
Boom!
I have a very very good memory.
X-Men.
Did you know that I have known you guys for half of my life?
Really?
Yeah. We've known each other since we were 16 and I
Oh
turned
yeah.
31.
Oh God. Yeah. When's your birthday?
I'm not going to say it over the. They know my name.
What's your
If they know
social?
my birthday. If they get my social, then boom, they're in there.
Oh, that's it.
Boom, there I am.
There.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed episode 37. Coming at you live from the Facebook stream. If you didn't catch us on the Facebook stream, well, you're probably listening on the podcast or maybe YouTube. We got the TuneIn app coming, so might be up by the time that you listen to this. I'm not sure. But go ahead, head on over to Facebook, give us a like.
Roger roll, Discovery.
Subscribe to us on iTunes and make sure to go ahead and leave us a review there. Stream our episodes on Google Play Music. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can catch our episodes now and our gaming videos. Any questions, comments, you want to contribute to the topic box, shoot us an email, almosthalfway1@gmail.com, or leave them on our Facebook page. You can catch or not catch, you can actually get all this information at the center of the Almost Saturday Podcast. That's thealmostsaturdaypodcast.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. We loved having you. Episode 37 is in the books. I am Brad. Chris is already out of the room for the night. Justin's just hanging and swinging. Peace.